Morning. Saracens v Newcastle. Let's have them. Right. On that Sale game, I think the main thing that went wrong was the fact that we just couldn't convert. And if we can't convert, can't score points, can't win the game. Unless you keep it to a 0-0. But that's boring. I think we're a bit unlucky. I think put that behind us, it was 2 weeks ago. Was it one? I can't remember. I think it was only a week. It's a week. Let's just forget about that. Only thinking forwards, we can still make the playoffs. I personally think the playoffs are a bit... I don't like them too much. I feel like Bath, they only need 1 point and then they're guaranteed top 2. They need 5 points and they're guaranteed top 1. What do they get from that? Nothing. They're probably going to bottle the final to Leicester or Sale or something. But I think top should get... Just win it. Next 3 get Champions Cup. Next 3 get Challenge Cup. Cup winner gets Challenge Cup as well. That's just how I see it. I think Harlequins are still in a title race. That makes no sense whatsoever. They're mathematically still in a title race. They've got to win every game, but they're still in it. They should not. They are terrible. We should not be in a title race. We have been sort of unlucky, sort of bite ourselves in the foot a couple of times, but this season, we've got the playoffs. Let's make them. Mark McCall has never failed to get us into the playoffs. Let's not start. So, on to Newcastle. Newcastle have Adam Brocklebank, Jamie Blumeyer, Murray McCallum, John Hawkins, Sebastian Deschamps. He's a good player, Freddie Lockwood, Callum Chick, Cameron Neild, sorry about that. Sam Stewart, Brett Connon, I believe he's pretty solid. Sammy Arnold, Connor Doherty, pretty solid. Ben Stevenson, Alex Hall, is that how you say that? Not sure. And 15, Elliot Batiyimbo. He is pretty solid. He's got something now. There's a player in him. Pretty good on his footwork. He's maybe a bit of a vulnerability in terms of the air. So that's something we could target. Onto their bench, we've got Ollie Fletcher, Mike Newcastle. He's a popular player for Newcastle. Got Lewin De Bruyne, Oscar Usher, Tom Gordon, Joe Davis, Max Clark, Ollie Spencer. So their bench is a little lacklustre, but their starting lineup is not actually that bad. Jamie Blumeyer in particular, Adam Brocklebank, Murray McCallum. That is a solid front three. Got Sebastian Deschamps as well. That, do not underestimate their scrum. They've had some pretty good results. They've been right down to the wire with some of the best of the Premiership. They are nothing to be laughed at. We fucking lost to them. Away, but we lost to them. But onto our lineup. Ronan Maui, Theo Dan on number 2. That's good. He's been tearing it up. Jamie George, he's very experienced. I think he missed out on the line on the Lions. I was doing a test, so I couldn't tune in for what the lineup is. But nevertheless, he's experienced. I think it's good having him coming off at the end just to see the game out. 50 minutes, 60 minutes, that's where you need your experience, And then we've got Alec Clary. I think he is very good. Unfortunately, we've got Marco Riccione, he's injured. That's a big loss. I don't know when he'll be back, but that's a huge loss. But Alec Clary, he's a good scrummager. And if I'm honest, I think he is our second best title prop. Then we've got Maritoji, Lions captain. I did see that. Well deserved. Very good player. Been coming back into, say, the 2017 form. you know, very good. Menace at the line-out, and that is important because Sebastian Dechef's pretty solid at the line-out as well. He is a good leader in the forwards. I don't know if he is captain, but he's a very good leader. Then we've got Nick Azikwe. That is very good. He's nice and physical. That is what we need. He can also do a job at number 6, but number 6, rightfully, that is Theo McFarland. You know, whenever we have Nick Azikwe and Theo McFarland on the pitch together, we look so much better. We look 10 times better than when we don't. You know, they are huge. And then got Juan Martin Gonzalez. I think he could go in for player of the season, you know. He's been very good. Unfortunately, he had that injury. Maybe that might hamper him in that. But he is some player. Maybe even one of the best in the world. And then Benel, again, lovely, very explosive, tons of power. You know, nice strong body. Everything you want from an 8-man. And if need be, you can swap that back line around. Fuck yeah. Got a mosquito on me there. Sitting in the woods. And then we got Ivan Vanzel. You know, he's been dodgy, but he's not been terrible. You know, his kicking, I always think is a bit slow. That's something to speed up, I think. And also, in terms of the kicking, we kick the ball away a bit too much. We need to kick more contestable, and we need to reserve our long kicks for when we're in the lead and stopping them from putting us under pressure. That is what the kicking game is for. Getting territory. Problem is, we give them the ball away. And you saw it in Sale. A team like Sale, they will just run through you. Newcastle, a bit of the same. They just play rugby, you know. That sort of play rugby. Nice physical, flashy hands out the back. It's exactly what anyone at youth level like me plays. Just that simple, catch the ball, run it back. And then we've got Fergus Burke. Pretty solid. Got Nick Tompkins, Elliot Daly. Oh, that's a huge boost. Elliot Daly is back. Nick Tompkins and Elliot Daly, that's very good. Unfortunately, I believe Alex Zuzowski is out for the end of the season. That's a huge loss. You know, because he's come leaps and bounds from last season. He's back to proper levels again, you know. Really solid. He's a huge loss, but we've got Elliot Daly. And then back line, got Rotimi Sagan. It's nice to see him back. Hopefully that groin injury is in the past, because he kept on getting it, little niggles on it. We don't want that, because he is some player. He's a very good player. And we've got Tobias Elliott. He's had a brilliant season. Alex Goods. Good 400 appearances. He's been there. He's been a Saracens player, I think, almost since I was born. I think he's been, like, I was born 2009. I think he's been there since like 2010 or something ridiculous. He is that. He is probably he's got to be a club legend, because he is. He's just so good. Nothing more to say. So good. And then onto the bench, got Jamie George, Sam Crean, Harvey Beaton, Tom Willis, Andy Onyama Christie, Charlie Bracken, Joey Johnson, Angus Hall. You know, with the injuries, our bench maybe looking a bit lacklustre in the back line, but I don't think it's too bad. You know, I think Harvey Beaton is a good scrummager. He's nice and physical. If I'm honest, I think he is probably our third choice tight heads, you know. I wasn't really impressed by Fraser Ballmain, you know. For such a big guy, he don't really put his weight about in the scrum. But Harvey Beaton, I think he's good. And Sam Crean, very good as well. You know, pretty solid. We're missing Reece Carey. It's Carey. Ooh. I'm not sure whether he's injured or not. I think he might be. If he is, that's a loss. Because he again could be up there for our player of the season. You know, he's been fantastic. And then Tom Willis, he might actually be player of the season, you know. I think he missed that on the Lions. I mean, I don't think that's any fault with him. That is just the quality of the back of back rowers these days. You know, in internationals. And then Charlie Bracken, he's pretty good. You know, I think maybe we leave him a little bit too late. Maybe, but I think if he comes off 60 minutes, help us bring a little bit of an extra attack, I think that is perfect. You know, I mean, Gareth Simpson, I think, is pretty solid, so I'm not really sure where he is. But Charlie Bracken, it's good to get in some minutes, you know, so we get our nice, 3 solid scrum halves in there. Then Jimmy Johnson, it's pretty solid. You know, and then Angus Hall looked pretty good. He's nice and physical in the air. And onto that thing on the air, I mean, we sort of don't. This is where Liam Williams will be really good, but I think he's still injured for a little bit. I think he had an ACL. I'm not really sure when he'll be back from that. ACLs, maybe he'll only be back for next season. But going forwards, when we got Liam Williams, he is that sort of player. But I think Tobias Elliott, he was all right. You know, I think it will come. But they ain't too good. Newcastle ain't go too good on the air, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I think we need to make sure that our scrum is solid. Make sure that the mauls, we just go straight in, no nonsense, boom, smash them. And then score the tries. Make sure that we're clinical. We got a bit unlucky with in their 32. We need to make sure that we fly away from them, and we need to make sure that we don't let them back in. Keep off the pressure, because this is a vital win. If we lose this, our chances of getting to the playoffs are really low. So I want our combined lineup. Ronnie Maui or Adam Brocklebank. I would say Ronnie Maui, Theo Dan, Murray McCallum, Maritoji, Nick Azitwe, Theo McFarland, Benno and Martin Gonzalez, Ivan Van Zel, Fergus Burke, Nick Tompkins and Elliot Daly. Then Timi Sagan, Tobias Elliott and Alex Goote. Onto the bench, we'll have Jamie George. I don't really know on that. I'll probably go with Sam Crean. I can't say I watch Newcastle too much. I also ain't on the telly too much. Mosquitoes doing the heading. Harvey Beaton, or I think I'll just. I mean, Lewin de Bruyne sounds like a South African proper scrummager, but Harvey Beaton ain't too shabby either. So I don't really know on that. I'll just put that as either. And then I'll go with Tom Willis, and then Andy Christie. Yeah, Andy Christie. I think Tom Gordon. I think, is that? Yeah, I'll do Tom Gordon. And then Ollie Spencer, and I think I'll probably stick on, what's him? I'll stick with Adam Brocklebank into my front rows, if I'm honest, for the back line. For me, combined 23. But it's a must win. Anyway, so smash that like, smash subscribe. See probably do our reaction.